Over the past few years of Roblox being out, many games have came up and many games have fallen off. And let's just say a guy named Omad, basically he made a video explaining how some of the biggest Roblox games have fallen off horribly. Literally, that's the title. The biggest Roblox games that fell off horribly. All right, so anyways, let's just go ahead and watch this and see his take on some of the biggest Roblox games. And honestly, judging from this, hold on, let me see. Okay, he said Flood Escape, Prison Life, Meep City. All right, yeah, buddy, let's see.
Many Roblox games can suddenly blow up, then come crashing down horribly. And today we will be looking at the 6 worst cases of beloved games which fell apart and almost...
Yeah, let me see if I can try to figure out some of these games. Okay, this is definitely Prison Life right here. This looks like Meep City. This looks like, hold on. I don't know. Is Flood Escape one of these? One of these look like a flooded. What is that? Cat? No. Twisted Murder, probably.
Almost died. Starting with Flood Escape 2 with over 500 million.
Wait, did he have Flood Escape? Okay, he did. No wonder why. All right.
Visits. Launched on October 2017 by Crazy Blocks Games, it was a multiplayer obby game with a simple but unique concept where players would have to work together to escape floors rising with water by completing parkour and pressing buttons to help clear obstacles. Flood Escape also allowed for players in the community to submit their own maps, leading to new content and adding a layer of interaction between the creator and fan base.
You know, it's crazy. I actually didn't know that. I played Flood Escape before, but I never really got into it like that. I didn't know that that most of the maps, like, well, some of the maps were created by the community. That's actually kind of fire.
Also having different difficulty levels for both newer and experienced players to play. This set it apart from other parkour based games and was the reason it began to gain popularity. The game did well for itself and held a steady player count of 5,000 to 6,000 active players between 2018 and 19, but while new maps helped the game retain its players, it felt repetitive to long term players who had already mastered the game and needed something new. While Crazy Blocks remained active early on, updates began to slow, and with him becoming less frequent, the severe lack of any significant updates left the game feeling stale, causing many players to leave to play other obby style games which were giving Flood Escape tough competition, resulting in the player count falling over time, nowadays barely reaching 500 active players. If you thought that was sad, wait until you hear what happened to Assassin, a Roblox game with almost 800.
I remember this game. Oh my, bro, when around the time when I started YouTube, this game was like the game I was trying to make videos on this game. I remember this.
100 million visits. Created by the Assassin community led by
Prisman
and released in March of 2016. In the game, players are assigned a target to assassinate using their knives while trying to avoid being assassinated themselves as someone else's target. It was basic, fast, and...
Bro, I remember this game. Dang, bro. All right.
And engaging, making it extremely popular, and with continuous updates, new maps, and a well-developed trading system, it kept players engaged, and between 2016 and 2018 maintained a steady player count of around 5,000 to 10,000. Despite their success though, after a while players began to seek more variety, and since the basic format of the game remained unchanged with no new game modes, it struggled to keep players, and with Prisman's updates almost vanishing after 2018, the struggle would only get worse. As with many other Roblox...
I mean, that is true. They did stop updating. I think that's the problem with most games though. It's just like they just slow down on updating. I feel like most creators, they get to a point where they start making so much money, or most developers, they get to a point where they start making so much money where they just stop trying as much.
Games, there was a big issue with hackers ruining gameplay, making it less enjoyable and sometimes even unplayable to actual players. Combine this with Prisman's lack of updates and it was clear why it was unable to compete, and as a result now fails to break even 100 active players. Moving on to one of the most heartbreaking downfalls in Roblox. Prison Life is an iconic game with over...
I don't think Prison Life... Nah. Look, as most of y'all know, my first video on my YouTube channel was a Prison Life video. On my ProjectSupreme. Actually, it wasn't for the people that was really there. For the people that was truthfully there, know what my first ever real video was. But bro, Prison Life still averages nearly 1,000 players a day. That's actually really good. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I believe that's really good.
Over 2.4 billion visits. Created by Aesthetical and released in 2014, being a cops and robbers themed game where players would choose to play as prisoners who would attempt to escape and survive outside the prison, or as guards who would work to keep the inmates in line. The game quickly became popular for its simple yet competitive gameplay, pushing the game to the top.
I truthfully, I think it just lost its players or like its majority fan base because of Jailbreak.
Ranks of the platform and thriving with consistently high player counts, mainly ranging from 10 to 15,000 from 2015 to 2017, which was extremely high for the time. However, by 2017, a new prison game with a cops and robbers theme hit the platform. Jailbreak offered an updated prison experience.
What the heck? Dennis Daly looks so much younger.
With a larger map, more activities, a variety of vehicles, and constant
Dennis Daly looks so much younger, bro.
updates. In contrast, Prison Life felt static and limited. Jailbreak's success took many Prison Life players away.
No, dude, that's one thing. Bro, in Prison Life, they were taking forever to drop that SWAT update. It's been like 10 years. I can guarantee they probably still haven't even dropped it.
Celebrating Prison Life's fall from the top as Jailbreak began dominating the genre. Then, a year later in 2018, Aesthetical, who used to be very responsive to feedback, became less active over time, and the lack of new features, gameplay improvements, or even bug fixes made the game feel outdated. Without these improvements, players quickly grew bored with the repetitive gameplay, causing them to slowly leave in search of other newer experiences. As of now, Prison Life is only a shadow of its former glory, with around 1,000 active players today. Speaking of prison games who had devastating downfalls, next is Meep City with 2.5 billion visits. Created by Swifty Studio.
Bro, I remember oh my gosh. Bro, the day this game came out, I was with the creators inside of the game like the day before it came out, like the night before it came out. And I remember I made a video where I bought all the game passes, and the video actually ended up taking off like weeks later because the game started getting popular. And then I just never capitalized off of it. And then I deleted the video.
December of 2017. It directly competed with Jailbreak, which was the top game at the time. However, Meep City had their own twist by adding superheroes and villains as playable characters, helping them be more unique than the general cops and robbers themed game. The game had high engagement with frequent updates introducing new vehicles, skins, weapons, and map adjustments, launching it to incredible heights, peaking in 2022, seeing concurrent player counts of 50 to 100,000, with it sometimes even overtaking Jailbreak. And this success was largely due to two reasons. The first being the fierce competition between the two games, which kept driving the player count up and above, and the second being major updates such as seasonal themed updates, which would have themed rewards and additional heists. Unfortunately, Meep City declined due to several issues, with one significant factor being the stiff competition from Jailbreak, which was constantly improving. Meep City's updates, on the other hand, became less regular and impactful by 2021. The game also struggled with bugs and exploits. To try and save their game from collapsing completely, they added multiple updates which made changes to the game. Unfortunately though, these updates would only intensify the situation, as they often made one aspect of the game overpowered and unfair, leading to backlash from the community, and these failed attempts to save the game would lead to killing it. All of these issues together made the player count fall well below its peak, having around 1.5 thousand active players. If you thought that was bad, wait until you hear what happened to Fashion Famous, a game with over 2.2 billion visits, and first launched by
Low key, bro, I just think Fashion Famous just lost to his competition, Dress to Impress.
Pixelated Candy on December of 2016. The game would allow players to showcase their skills by designing and making outfits based on different themes. They would be able to mix and match clothing items, accessories, and hairstyles all in a set amount of time, and then competing in a fashion show where they would be judged by other players to see whose outfit would be rated.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Wait, did Dress to Impress take her idea? Because this is like awfully like similar. Or did she like what?
The highest. This creativity was a key to its popularity, and it continued to stay popular as unique updates introducing new themes kept the game fresh and expanded the possibilities of design, with the game beginning to reach around 15 to 20,000 daily active players in 2020. However, in that same year, updates would begin to slow down. New themes and clothing items would occasionally appear, keeping the game going, but in late 2023, a direct competitor to Fashion Famous was first launched, Dress to Impress. This game took
Bro, that's the thing, bro. Dress to Impress, I truthfully believe what made Dress to Impress better than Fashion Famous was the character rigs. The character rigs is what made Dress to Impress 10 times better.
Roblox by storm and made the outdated Fashion Famous more and more irrelevant, as it had a newer and wider variety of clothing and accessories, giving a more modern feel to the game and reaching insane numbers, averaging more than 200,000 active players today, causing Fashion Famous's player count to plummet, nowadays struggling to even maintain 1,000 active players. On to the biggest fall off in Roblox history, the first Roblox game to reach 1 billion visits, and the game which currently has 16 billion visits in total. Meep City was first launched in February of 2016.
How's Meep City doing right now, bro? Let me check. Let me see. 5,000. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. That's still like really good money.
By developer Alex Neutron, and
It's
was
not
one of the
bad.
first hangout games on Roblox, combining social gameplay with other interactive activities, being the ability to adopt pets called Meeps, customize their houses and avatars, and play mini-games, setting Meep City apart from other Roblox games at the time. In 2017, a new feature which would later be known as one of the most infamous in-game features ever on the platform was introduced, being parties, allowing players to create private party lobbies that could be customized to their liking, allowing for even more social interaction between players, giving the player count a major boost, becoming the #1 game, and as a result, in January of 2018 became the very first Roblox game to surpass the gigantic milestone of 1 billion visits, with player count soaring high, reaching tens of thousands. However, many things would cause this once-in-a-lifetime success to come crashing down horribly. First of all, Meep City received significant backlash due to the private party feature being abused by some players to engage in extremely inappropriate acts. As
True.
these parties were not moderated, they became a toxic cesspool for disgusting behavior, which totally violated Roblox TOS and destroyed both Roblox and Meep City's reputations, being labeled as a kids game with an explicit content problem. However, since
Dang.
this was a core feature of Meep City's early success, Alex didn't immediately remove the feature as he didn't want to lose players, but in October of 2019, something would begin that would haunt Meep City forever. You see, a hacker group by the name of Tubers93 hacked Meep City. When you would join, you would be teleported to a game called Meep City 2, which had various inappropriate and disturbing things, which would definitely not be allowed in a YouTube video. And 4 months later, in February of 2020, tubers would track Meep City again, this time having multiple connected games with more inappropriate things, further shattering Meep City and Alex's reputation as they failed to keep players safe, and pressure mounted on Alex. And on the 16th of February 2022, Meep City was placed under review by Roblox, coming back up on the platform the same day, but with a party feature removed permanently, an update which the community loved but would be the reason the majority of players would leave, as with parties removed they no longer had a reason to play. This change, combined with the already tainted reputation the game had, almost killed the game. Although it still averages 4,000 to 5,000 players, it's nowhere near the time where it used to be called the #1 game. Let me know if I missed any games and if you enjoyed.
That's W. That was a W video, bro. That was a W video. Y'all let me know, bro. What y'all think about that? Because that's low-key true. Meep City, it used to be there, but now it's not. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm out, guys. Bye.